definitely gotta get that.
Go ahead.
All right. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so we have a full crowd tonight. Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to the first regular town board meeting of 2025. A few comments and updates. So our town's had a very successful 2024. State of the Town report is on the website that describes our successes and shortfalls. This year, we'll continue to push forward our economic development efforts in 2025, as we've done the last few years. Our town has turned a significant economic corner, and we're headed in the direction of greater resilience. We have a target, plan trajectory, and we are on a path that will put us in the desired orbit. We are repairing our infrastructure, including water, sewer, roads, sidewalks, airport, and police department, just to name a few. But we have to eat that elephant one bite at a time, as we're tasked with mending decades of decline and stagnant movement. So our efforts require time and continued dedication and perseverance across many years and across many administrations. The failure to realize this and act on it will place us further back where we once were. So New York State Downtown Revitalization Initiative, DRI, has provided our community with an incredible opportunity to make transformative changes and improvements that will change the face of Ticonderoga for decades to come. With these changes, however, come the responsibility to care for and maintain these improvements. We'll capitalize on the New York State approved DRI projects this year and in the ensuing years. Our goal is to advance our revitalization efforts to create a more pleasing and desirable community for our residents and an attractive destination for visitors, new families, and investors. The town will continue to partner with our economic development, business facilitation, and revitalization partners at the local, county, state, and federal levels. Ticonderoga and our immediate area are blessed to have organizations and partners such as the Ticonderoga Area Chamber of Commerce, North Country Rural Development Coalition, Ticonderoga Revitalization Alliance, the Ticonderoga-Montcalm Street Partnership, Essex County Industrial Development Agency, the Essex County Office of Community Resources, New York State Empire State Development, New York State Department of State, the Governor's Regional Representative for our region, New York State Senate and Congressional reps, State Senate and Assembly representatives, our corporate partners such as Silvamo, Fort Ticonderoga Association, and National Grid, to name a few, our local business and civic organizations, local area donors and benefactors who help our 501c3 organizations, which then turn around and help our children, students, seniors, small business, and those in financial health crises. And the other many local organizations and individuals who reach out and give back generously when our own are in need. These are all incredible tools in our toolbox, and we're fortunate that they make up the fabric of our community. Some may disagree with our choices or believe our path is straight and our momentum is slowed. I could not disagree more and firmly believe that our revitalization and transformative efforts remain on track and are managed and supported by some incredible, outstanding, and talented individuals across multiple public and private entities. As a community, we're achieving significant goals now, and will continue to make great strides to improve Ticonderoga if we remain focused and are not distracted from our efforts. So I have a few updates. First, on the Montcalm Street Bridge. As many people have probably seen, core sampling operations are occurring now. Bridge design is planned for completion this year, and a contractor will be selected around the fall of 2025. Construction will begin in the spring of 2026. If these plans change, I will inform everyone. Essex County Department of Public Works will be coordinating with the town regarding logistics and workarounds during that time frame. Our comprehensive plan update, this has not been updated since 2006. It's been my plan to rectify this. The comprehensive plan committee members have been chosen and submitted to the county. And I want to thank those who volunteered. The sacrifice of your time and inclusion in your town is greatly appreciated. Essex County will be issuing an RFP for a consultant, and meetings will begin shortly after that selection. This is going to be approximately an 18-month process. The senior bus, the town is currently using a loaner bus from the county at no cost, and we appreciate their partnership. partnership, as this is a necessary service for our town. Our bus will be examined and repaired with the help of Essex County DPW as soon as possible. That's all I have for announcements, and we'll just jump right into committee reports.
Airport, that's me.
Sorry.
We had our first meeting on Tuesday. Everybody wants to stay on the committee, so we have a resolution for that later. Passero gave us the new phase one plan of last year. They wanted to change the vault, but the environmental assessment held up that process. We now have a wetland permit that's all been signed, so the work can start in the spring. The electricity on the airport will be changed. The transformer that is there in the middle of all the next phases is going to be removed. National Grid wants to put it around the perimeter along with the line coming in, so they'll get it out of the way of the new hangar and anything else that goes through there in the future. That is a major thing. Fence removal, the wetland label has been removed. As soon as we get a letter that says we can verify it, we can take fence up there. We got to get, I want a letter. You're saying they're going to do it.
Does it have to be taken out now?
Some of it. The stuff that's buried already, I'm not going to worry about
It's
it.
never gonna rot. I mean,
That's a fact.
We could just,
We'll make a stab at getting some of the fence out
Yeah.
there anyways, but then we'll be able to bury that. Tim Woods, new hangar lease, gone for his review. We got one thing that we need to clarify with it. He's in New Zealand right now, so, but he's ready to go in the spring. So that's an interesting part. Passero's new plan phase cuts into that area and moves a lot of dirt out of the way and everything. That'll make a big difference. So hopefully coordinate the two and get that done. So
would they be able, when they start the construction of the new hangar, to take the fence out and do that work there at one time? Or would we have to do it? Save us some,
I don't know. It looks like Passero's got in that for new phase, so they might be cutting it.
because I mean, it's right there.
Yeah, I
Take-
know.
They're gonna be,
They're moving everything. I got a question about where he's putting the gate, but other than that, it looks like they're gonna do it on that phase one project, so we wouldn't have to, but
Yeah.
we'll see. If not, we'll have to push it. That's not a big deal, I don't think, anyways. Concern of the committee too was when Phil's brought in, need to bring it to the south side of the big parking lot that's been filled in over the years and not dump it where they have been dumping it. And brush and all that, we just gotta find a place farther south to put that brush, and there's enough room
yeah.
to get it out of the way. We should be able to, I'm gonna talk to Sal sometime, see if we can.
I talked to him right after the class.
Yeah, we need to we gotta make it where he's got a place to work with, but it's not making a mess out there. Fuel sales for the year, we sold 27,160 gallons of fuel. And we have 4,300 gallons right now in inventory, so fuel did pretty well. And a fly-in date tentatively is June 7th, 2025 for a fly-in. I've got to get with I'll try to get there tomorrow with the chamber, get that on their docket so we can see if there is any interference and stuff like that, so we work that out. So other than that, it was a very good meeting. And have a few issues. The committee's great because they're already thinking about the fly-in, where we're gonna park planes in the grass and all this other stuff, and that's a high-class problem, so. Other than that, we
Being the first one, that was really good.
it went over well.
Yeah.
A lot of people, my whole goal on having a fly-in was have local people come and see what the airport was. And it surpassed my expectations. We had a lot of people come through. Alan Densmore and his significant other, they do a lot of things in Danbury area. She does a lot of things with the kids at the airport. She brought that stuff in. She's all ready for this year to do more, you know. And if you bring kids into something, it will be successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, so, looking forward to another one, and we'll see.
Just
That's all I got.
a wind-free day, though. It was pretty windy that
Yeah,
day.
we need a better day, but
Yeah.
I'll do what we can.
It seems to be.
I can only do so much, Joy.
You better
Here,
rock.
we're sticking.
Yeah, that's it. You want to pull the resolution, you want me to?
Yeah, you go ahead and read the resolution for your committee.
A resolution to appoint the following airport committee members, myself as chair, Mark as vice chair, John Hanna, Brian Buas, Eric, Ash Alexander, Chris Capers, Gary Bosberg, and Alan Densmore.
I'll move that.
Second.
There we go.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All right, buildings ground, Parks Rec.
Dave, I'll give you plenty of time to make a report.
I can cut it short because I don't have anything.
No problems at the Armory, huh? That's good news. Okay, Bill, Parks and Rec. We spent the whole meeting talking about rec fields, basically. And in addition to the regular committee members, we had Dan Woods there representing Little League and so on and so forth. Dan let us know that Savamo has volunteers making doors for the dugouts. So that's
With
really
what?
good.
With doing what?
Doors for the
Oh,
dugouts.
right, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
for all of them, he said, not just for the, because apparently, Avery is going to build the new dugouts, but then they still need doors. And he said they will have locks to keep it, because one day when I was up there, there was a couple inside one of the dugouts. I think they were practicing. But,
Practicing for something.
Anyway, let's see, batting cages, he was very disappointed that Sal was not able to put down the blacktop, but it is what it is. And he would like to know when we think the work can be done to put down the asphalt, because apparently it's asphalt and then they're putting turf on top of it. And then I wasn't quite sure when the turf is being delivered for
In
the
his
batting.
defense, we tried, we went down and measured it and stuff, and he was just flat out with his roads and stuff.
Yeah,
And in the end, he is short of men there for a while.
yeah, well, it was tiny.
So, yeah, so that was the least of the worries, was that batting cage.
I would say that too,
Yeah.
but, not everybody sees it the same way. But apparently he's purchasing turf, I'm not quite sure when it's gonna be delivered, but he's worried about storing it. Because if it can't go down immediately, because the blacktop has to be down, then so I told him we need to check with the groundskeeper to find if there's a.
You couldn't store that very long, could you, Tom?
Well, what I know,
I mean, unless it's
what I know about turf is you've got a limited time you keep
Yeah,
it roll.
to put it down or keep it wet.
And that's basically what he was saying,
Yeah.
basically what he was saying is, well.
I'm not sure if
Doesn't have a
he's,
lot of storage life, it's supposed to roll it
Yeah.
around. So he needs to talk to,
he needs to talk to the supplier and
he
put
needs
it
to
on
talk
hold,
to
just
him.
like the fencing is on hold right now.
Where is he getting it, because they're close by, is it a quick
I
quick
don't know if
delivery,
it
or
said
does he
that.
have to order it a month ahead of time?
I'm not
Because it
sure,
all-
it
it
just
all
seemed like
hinges
it was a
on
very
Sal.
big problem where
Well,
it
he
could be
needs to
stored.
sit down with Sal
The
for it.
engines.
Yeah,
You know, Sal needs to have a heads up on when maybe in the spring he can get lucky and get that paved, but
yeah.
Sal can't do anything till the asphalt.
Right.
that's right.
Yeah.
So you can't open to the 15th
So
day.
unfortunately, everybody thinks their project is the most important, but that's not always the case. Well, anyways, that's where we are with that. And he mentioned the Little League field, there's some painting that's needed and there's some blocks that need to be replaced. And he was complaining about some ruts in the grass area between the Little League field and the tennis courts that need repair. I think that area needs more than that because it's full of holes, because the foxes are denning there periodically. You'll see them dive down one of the holes and come back up again. So that's something there, but I was hoping that some of the things that at the Little League field, because they have so many wonderful volunteers, that maybe they can do some of the stuff themselves. Because in the springtime, the list is like this for our groundskeeping crew, so.
We used to do it, when Bobby Dieter and I were in it, nobody, it was just the Little League, we didn't get any help at all from.
I do think I need to order some more trash cans, looking at what's there, they're really pretty bad. But other than that, and Mark was telling me the NYMER inspector was there and wanted to know why we moved the old bleachers and put them on one of the other fields. So I drove around the other day.
Did you verify it?
Well, what I saw was the old bleachers that are Little League field. They're there.
Okay.
Oh,
They're bleachers, but by today's standards, they're not safe. So I think that's something that needs to be taken care of. I took the tail end of some of my 24 funds and ordered 2 more bleachers, but they're only 2-row bleachers, and those will go up at field 3. Then we don't have to worry about having them handicapped accessible. They don't take up as much space.
You didn't miss much. You went everywhere.
So there we go with that. And let's see, field 4, he said we need additional seating the field itself has been seeded, but there's the field overlap that, and he said that needs to be seeded also. And what I've noticed and what he also noticed is with that field there, there's potential areas to do more things with, like soccer practice, maybe even soccer games for the younger kids. If you go and look, it's pretty level there, and I think if we take a look at it, Dave and I can talk about it once it gets to be spring and think of, I know that ages, the first and second grade and third and fourth graders can probably play in that area, or at least practice there.
And one
The
of the
fifth and
biggest
sixth
things
graders will still have to be up at the school.
is the walkway around the blacktop.
Well, I've already
That needs to be a priority. It's gone.
I've encumbered the funds,
Oh,
yeah,
because there's power and face
Yeah,
on so many steps and.
yeah, that horseshoe. And if there's more money, I had more money than I thought, so we're gonna see how far it will go, but definitely that, because there is no walkway there,
No,
it's just gravel. Another thing we could do, parking is gonna be a problem. People park wherever they want to over there anyway, but maybe if we control it a little better. I was thinking, we have beach volleyball there. Maybe if we move it to the area near Field 4, it would open up more area to put parking in. So it's something we need to take a look at after things warm up a little bit.
are we required to have handicap close to the fields and, I mean, is it an ADA thing?
I would think so.
You think so? We don't have any designated handicap spaces.
Not on any of our fields,
No.
but I was wondering if,
There's nothing that's designated.
if you might,
Do you mean for parking?
yeah,
Yeah.
like
We really don't have designated parking at all.
Yeah.
but it should, like at the Armory, we have.
Yes.
Yeah,
If
but
it-
that's a regular paved area, paved road, whereas up there, even Field 3, boy, that was a mess the other day.
If we have
I
anything
drove
that
there.
looks like a parking lot, then we should have at least a couple of.
Yeah, you should, really,
signs.
I would think.
I think the only ones that probably, the only place that really looks like a parking lot is down at Little League Field
Yeah.
and also near the tennis courts. And if you're handicapped, I don't think you're playing tennis, so I don't know if that's the ideal place.
Maybe we should look at that in the spring and see.
Yeah, well, at least at the Little League Field, I think we could figure out someplace down there, but up above, it's people park wherever they want to.
I don't know how they designate it, how many handicap parking spaces you need.
There's probably a formula, I don't know
Yeah.
what it is,
There was one,
Yeah.
I can't remember how many spots, there has to be so many.
per number of visitors, you
Yeah.
would expect probably.
Yeah.
Then who knows how
Per
many
number of
visitors.
spots.
Right.
But I think something's gonna have to be resolved, or it looks a little more like parking than what we have there now, or we'll have people driving on the trail. And, okay, I've already said that I encumbered monies to repair the walking path. And any money that I can spend up there around Field 4, I could put into the entrance to Bicentennial Park too. So there's another thing to think about. And the flagpoles. Fields 1, 2, and 3 all have 3 flagpole-type white poles in the ground, and I can't remember what he told me why there were 3. It went over my head. Anyways, they're peeling and they're rusting, and they look terrible.
We discussed this like
Yeah.
2 meetings before, and Sal already knows he's gonna pull them. He's
Well,
gonna leave just one of the
just one, and
center.
that's what Dan agreed to that too.
Yeah, I have an email from
He
him.
said one was for the flag, the other 2 were not.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna
But he
pull the
also
2 on the
said-
sides.
He also suggested putting on the ones you take out in the other fields.
Oh, they're awful.
That's what he said to me.
They're awful. Who's
Was
gonna
that
fix
one of
them?
our meetings, I went over and looked at them.
They should be aluminum when they put in a flagpole instead of that. Why they rusted, I don't get. So anyways, and we did discuss the fact that they're raising the American flag. They have to, for the games, they need to take it down because they're not going to be lit. Because he said something about solar lighting, and I don't want to get involved in that. And Little League has 3 poles, and I don't know if he wants to keep all 3 because they put them in specifically. I remember when John Sharkey did it. And I don't know how the remaining pole that's going to be at Field 2 and 3 is going to be repaired and repainted. That remains to be seen. And the season for both baseball and softball will begin with practice in April, and the games start in May. And Bill Dahlbeck spoke up as the sexton of the cemetery, Mount Hope Cemetery, and he said that the work in the mausoleum has not been completed. That some of the problems that were noted at the November meeting still exist. And he said there's money remaining, the
Did he
cemetery
say
budget
what?
for repairs. It's the building, the mold, and,
You know, Dave ordered a solar fan to have an air exchange in there, because that's a problem.
you know,
Once you pull it, I mean, you can just open that door, you can feel it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just,
well, it's,
Yeah,
it's
so-
dank in there.
we all went up and looked at it, and we, you know, so he ordered a solar fan
So see if that works,
to,
you know.
if that's what Bill's talking about.
I'll have him talk
Yeah.
to you.
But he knows that, he was with Dave.
Well, he's
Yeah,
pulled in all directions right now with everything that's going on. So that's it, we meet next, on Tuesday, not next Tuesday, but Tuesday the 21st, at 8:30. And I have some people to propose that, to make a resolution that the following people be considered, be members of the committee, Parks and Rec Committee for 2025. Myself and Dave as co-chairs, a representative from NDRC. I'm hoping that they will come all the time because they really have some information they need to share with us, especially about the ice rink. Bill Dahlbeck, James Chauncey, Jerry Cooper, Nancy Kelly, and Tanya Thompson. I'll move that.
So we want a second.
I'll second it.
Discussion, all in favor?
I,
Opposed? Carried. Okay. Economic development, did not meet, last month, like many of your committees. So I don't have any minutes. Our next meeting is, when's our next meeting? It's gonna be the 15th of January. And, so I don't have anything else on that, other than the committee members. I have a resolution to appoint the following committee members, myself as chair, Heath as vice chair, Matt Courtwright, Nicole Justice Green, John Bartlett, and Beth Hill. I'll move that.
second,
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried. And we moved on highway.
It's a small committee.
Yeah. Get more done that way.
That's probably true.
all we have is just a resolution to appoint the following committee members for the highway. It's myself, Chair, Mark Wright, Vice Chair, Sal Verneo, John Porter, Donnie Page, and John Lemmy. I'll move it.
Second. No, got it? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, municipal facility.
We didn't meet in December, so I have no minutes there. A resolution to appoint the following committee members, myself as chair, Heath as vice chair, Mike Moser, Chris Dostie, and Jeff Cook. I'll move it.
I'll second.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried. And we'll move on to public safety.
Okay, again, resolution to appoint the following committee members to the public safety, myself, Chair, Joyce Cooper, Vice Chair, Adam Albrecht, Ross Kelly, Dave Burrows, Rhiannon Peters, and Laura Wright.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, move on to public works. We did not meet in December, but we scheduled the meeting to January 7th. Those minutes should be attached. The next meeting is going to be January 28th. I have several resolutions here. First, a resolution to appoint the following Public Works Committee members: Mark Wright, Chair, Tom Thatcher, Vice Chair, Derek Fleury, Eric Blanchard, and Sherry Benito. I'll move it.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried. I have a resolution authorizing the supervisor to execute a letter of authorization, number 2025-001 for AES project number 5050, Tycon Road 2024, combined sewer overflows annual report. Total lump sum fee is $2,600 plus reimbursable with expenses for mileage, printing, etc. I'll move that.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. A resolution authorizing supervisor to execute a letter of authorization, number 2025-002, for AES project 50 water system pressure logging and data evaluation. Total lump sum fee is $15,500 plus $800 reimbursable expenses.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. A resolution to increase the account for 151, the Portage to EDU water, to EDU sewer. Property is now listed as a two-family dwelling.
So moved. Second.
Discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. And a resolution to increase the account for 153, the Portage to EDU water, to EDU sewer, as the property is listed as a two-family dwelling.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Mark, I
And-
noticed there's no public members of that committee, Public Works Committee. They're all interested. Is that,
What's that again?
they're all, there's no members of the
Oh,
public, they're
no,
all,
no, they're all department and, board.
that's probably why they get a lot done.
Maybe, no one's ever, come forward with a request to possibly.
Nobody wants to sit through the meeting.
It's a long meeting.
Yes, it
It's
is.
a very important meeting, right?
It's a long meeting, that's a fact.
Human Services Youth,
That's so long ago, I can't even remember what happened. He's had good attendance at the after-school program, usually going at least 20 kids at a time. And we had a lot more discussion about Silver Bay, but we decided to, their proposal that we move our program to the St. Mary's School. And we have a lot of questions,
yeah.
so we would like them to come back and talk to us. And I think Tanya actually has the list now, don't you? Or no, we didn't get it, Katie didn't send it to you?
No.
No, okay. So we have some questions we need, and every time we turn around, we have something else like work and the kids play outside, that kind of stuff, so. Because I don't know, they lease the playground, or that area, so a lot of questions about moving our program there.
All right. I got these two resolutions here, I'll go through them because they involve a little bit more.
Okay.
I have a resolution first to appoint Joyce Cooper as the official representative for the town of Ticonderoga on the Youth Board Planning Committee with Heath Town as alternate, and appoint the following to serve on the Youth Commission: Joyce Cooper, Heath Town, Pamela Mosier, Tanya Thompson, Sean Ross, Katie Anderson, and Jenny Iturino. And this resolution also authorizes the Director of Essex County Youth Bureau to sign the amendments of no increase, no decrease in state aid for the municipality. And that the Director of the Youth Bureau has agreed to return copies of the amendment to the municipality. So this is an actual resolution that Tanya will have to, you have to seal it, put your seal on this, don't you?
I do, yes.
Okay, so that's the first one. I'll move that.
Second.
Okay, any discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. And the second follow-up one is authorize the Youth Commission to expend $148,035 for the 2025 recreation program.
So moved.
I'll second it. I
Okay.
assume that's for salaries and
Yep.
everything? Okay.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All right. Did you have anything else on youth?
No, I'm trying to think, he started, the ski program has already started, and they had over 20 kids signed up for that too, so.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Last Saturday was the first day and it was cold.
Yes, it's probably gonna be,
Probably good skiing weather.
cold tomorrow, Saturday too, and snowy.
Anything from seniors that are in hiatus right now?
Yeah, hiatus till spring.
Okay. I don't have anything on health insurance. I don't have anything yet on contract negotiations. I have, anything on cable. Notification, launch 8XS TV high definition on channel 299. Expanded basic, select signature, and standard tiers on the channel lineup serving your community. And then you should know that they value their customers and work hard to keep prices as low as possible. At our best efforts, rising costs have impacted our prices, and we're passing through the increased programming fees charged by the TV networks we carry. Hard to believe. And there's a list of those increases for each of the channels here. here that's gonna decrease, a couple of them that are decreasing. So anyway, those costs, those increases and decreases are listed in the minutes. And that's all I have for cable. Moving to some financial resolutions. First is a resolution authorizing the creation of new accounts. First, to pay taxes on new property, that's the 1950.405. Next is to receive lease payments on the property, and that's for the cell tower. The other one is to consult on the consolidated water district line that's not previously approved, and then to collect employee-funded deductions offered through paychecks. That's the first resolution.
I'll move.
Second.
Discussion on that. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Next resolution authorizing the following budget transfers to transfer ARPA funds received to the correct expenditure line in the amount there. This is going to the police and K-9 line.
So move it.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Next is a resolution authorizing the following budget adjustments. This is the fund under budgeted accounts by fund balance. This is from the general fund, as listed there, electric, and then water in the amounts shown.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on that one? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. A resolution authorizing the following budget amendments. Reducing the pay line for budget correction due to a calculation error in the amount shown there, $1,941.
I'll move.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? And the last one here, resolution authorizing the following interfund loans. First group, transfer funds from general to the airport apron expansion project until funding is received. The next one is transfer funds from the general to the Lachute River Walks project until funding is received. Next one is to transfer funds from the general to the skating rink project until funding is received. And the final one is to transfer funds from central water to the water meter project until funding is received. All those amounts shown to those line items.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. A resolution authorizing the supervisor to execute a short form agreement between the town of Ticonderoga and AES for professional services for the period January 1, 2025 to December 31, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Do we ever put that out for bid or?
We should, and we will
Yeah.
eventually. I want to discuss it
No.
But yes. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Resolution to provide an amount not to exceed $3,500 in occupancy tax funds to the Ticonderoga Area Chamber of Commerce for the purpose of mowing the boat launch overflow parking fields, which directly support the 2025 fishing tournament schedule.
I'll move it.
Second.
Discussion on this one. This started last year when the Fort Ticonderoga Association said that they would no longer pay to have those fields done for free. And so we used our occupancy tax funds last year to give it to the chamber, to give to the board, and we're doing the same thing this year. So. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. A resolution to renew the annual Meraki Access Point license software and support in the amount of $1,964.58.
So moved.
Interesting name.
Yep.
Same as the beauty salon.
Second.
Okay, second by Tom. Discussion here, this is an annual thing that we do every year. This is part of our software package.
Yeah, I'm just being smarter.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution to accept the minutes of December 31, 2024, end of the year meeting, and January 3, 2025, organizational meeting.
I'll move.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution to pay the abstract.
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution to accept the supervisor's report as submitted.
I'll move it.
Second.
Discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Town clerk, do you have anything for us?
No. Collecting taxes.
Yes, it's very busy in the town clerk's office right now.
Don't come in after 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I usually like to go in and talk to
Yeah,
her,
I
just
know.
counting the money.
I
I'll just throw out random digits.
You just
I don't during tax season.
7,
Yeah.
34.
And get the cold shoulder.
It's more than a cold shoulder.
I'll be back at 3:04.
Evil eye.
It's the eye.
You know, we should all do that.
Dave.
Just to show our appreciation for
Matthew,
Calvin. Yeah.
Did you see, I sent you the,
I did. I did.
isn't it funny, because we were just talking about that, and then the email comes.
Absolutely. But you know that it was just part of the report. It dealt with the flow management plan
Yeah.
and not the long-term control
Right.
plan.
I wonder why.
Yeah,
Well, supposedly that's done, so, I
right.
don't know, maybe they realize that.
They're gonna follow up on that. Yeah.
Okay, anyway, all right, does public have anything for us today?
Do you have an update on the skating rink?
I do not have an update. We're still waiting for National Grid to coordinate with the electric company and NRDC to connect the power. I did hear that they were gonna try to make ice the old-fashioned way. Certainly the temperatures are conducive for that, but I haven't heard.
I talked to Ash yesterday, I ran into him, and I asked him why he wasn't building ice, and he said he can't do it.
Time-wise?
Why he couldn't, because he says, well, you run out, well, there's a, but I still, it's cold enough, you could probably build ice, but I don't know if that'll make any damage to what's underneath it either, so.
Well, they call it UFPO, so it's just a matter of digging from me to you,
Oh, to grid the lines.
for the new
Who's
line.
putting the power in?
Mr.
Mr.
Electric,
Mr. Electric.
Mr. Electric.
Mr.
I talked to them and then Glenn called UFPO, and he should have it okay by now.
The work order's been in National Grid
Yeah.
for a while.
So it's just, it's a matter of digging from me to town.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
I'm told it's a quick process to hook it up.
He said it is, it can be built bigger, that's, right now, the size of it is what we can afford.
Yeah, when they can afford another set of chillers, it
That's
will be,
why
I
we
think,
got
regulations.
I move around because of that reason too, they loaned us that.
You know, Jason Winchell stopped me and, well, I talked to Mark about it. Sal went down and put a fence up along the river. It was, if the kids got around there, so I had to put a snow fence up. And also Jason asked if that camera, we had to check, Florida probably knows, does that camera in that part hit the ice rink?
It does, but it's at the farthest point of the camera.
And
The
it's-
camera's down by the basketball courts, shooting towards the road, the Tower Avenue. So
So
it's-
could you pick out people or, I mean,
Um,
any vandalism or anything like that?
Probably better during the day than obviously at night.
Yeah.
But you can still, I don't want to give the impression that you can't see people. You can definitely see people.
Yeah.
Because with all that stuff down there, all it takes is
Yeah,
one
that's
idiot.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other thing I did tell Nicole about at NRDC is the entrance to the rink is on the left side of the
I
rink,
noticed that.
and you've got some tripping hazards there they're gonna have to
Mhm.
be taken care of. Because
Yep.
you've got the braces that hold up the walls, and then there's like either cement blocks or concrete
Uh-huh.
bags on those to hold
I
them down.
noticed that too when they put that in.
So maybe some sort of little fencing there, just to
Mhm.
keep people
To
to walk the right way.
to divert them
Yeah.
where they should go.
Yeah.
Or they could put an arrow in the snow or something.
Well, you know, really, just an entrance.
Go
Jay,
ahead.
do you
Look at
have anything
useful.
else on that?
I'm just wondering, I'm noticing the equipment that's there, I hope we don't find that noise is gonna become an issue.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a cost of doing business.
Yeah,
Does the board have anything? Okay, well, if we don't have anything else, then we are adjourned as of 18:39.
Aha.
What's
Was
the
my
matter?
minutes up?